Welcome to the Philly Flea. I'm in the city of brotherly love here at the Philly Flea. And you know, they say you've got a friend in Pennsylvania. I feel like I've got lots of them. I got a chance to chat with market coordinator Tony Soprano, and he told me all about the history of this great flea market. Tony, I'm so excited to be here today. What should people know about the Philly Flea?
We feature antiques, collectibles, vintage furniture, jewelry, glassware, pottery. We do a certain mix.
I look around and I don't see toenail clippers and tube socks. This is not a flea market, junk market. This is true vintage.
I work really hard screening my vendors. Most of them have come from referrals from other vendors that know exactly what I'm looking for.
So, Bob, you're a Philly native?
Yeah.
What should I know? Where should I go?
Philadelphia Art Museum for sure.
Hey.
Bob, what are you doing here? What are you doing here?
Every flea market I go to, there you are.
I am a busy girl, what can I say?
You are, you're like a flea gypsy.
That's right, I gotta earn a living, baby.
Wow, well your stuff is unmistakable. I love
Aw.
it. This place feels like a community.
Yeah, and there's a totally like new crowd every time I come down here. You get the core people that come in, you know, on Friday nights and Saturday mornings that shop, the early birds, and then every time I look up, there's like there are people I recognize, but there's a whole new slew of people that come in here.
I love looking for regional items, and this is exactly that. You're not gonna find this sign at a flea market somewhere else in the country. This is inherently something from Pennsylvania. It's a sign that calls out towns in Amish country. We have Intercourse, Paradise, Blue Ball, Bird in Hand, and Virginville. These are real towns in Pennsylvania Amish country. I'm here, you stopped me about my shoes. What's the deal?
Well, I've collected military for a long time, and I've noticed your shoes, and these are from the Vietnam period, and I'm asking you, what's the date on those? Some of them are 67, 68, some of them did not have a metal insert, which was protection for the punji stick. So then they put a metal insert in the sole. So when you stepped on a sharpened punji stick in a booby trap, it wouldn't penetrate your sole.
I see a piece of art glass over here that I love. This
Which
compote.
Oh, with the dolphin?
It's got the dolphin on the
Nice.
base. I'm imagining once upon a time this was a pair.
Probably.
But, you know, do you have the other one hiding somewhere?
I don't. That is a marriage that didn't kind of work out. However, it could be actively searching and find a new mate.
Here we have a real local treasure. This is signed by Pixie Ann herself, and she was a local celebrity of sorts from a place called Dutch Wonderland, an amusement park here in Pennsylvania.
So this is not dated on the sole, so it might be dated on the inside, but here's your grommets there. So because when you step down, it squeezes the water out, because then...
So you wouldn't get trench foot?
Correct, you know, at least your feet would drain.
She's crying. There she's smiling.
Oh, happy baby.
And I think I need to get some oil on her, you know, oil it up.
Sleepy.
But yeah, now she's sleeping. Now she's sleeping.
I've heard of two-faced people before, but I've never seen three faces. I got cold hard cash right here for you.
Cold hard cash.
I'll
Money
give you
talks.
20 if you give me a 10.
20 minus 10. Just making sure.
So were these made
In Korea.
in the Vietnam War era?
Probably not.
So I have to be careful of punji because they may permeate these boots.
Well, you get a metal detector and see if there's a plate in there.
If you've never had Graustigruppen, Gittelmilchspeis, or Spatiengenadel, you're in luck because these three cookbooks have them all inside. I grew up with a Pennsylvania Dutch grandmother, so I know all of this food. I'm eyeing up a lucite gavel over there.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
Art Deco Judge's Chamber.
Maybe, you know,
1920s, 1930s.
I could see like Jean Harlow.
Totally. If Jean Harlow or Claudette Colbert
That's right.
were
That's
judges,
right.
they would have
Because
this
it's got a
gavel.
feminine kind of thing.
If you're gonna brown bag it to work, skip the brown bag, go for a vintage lunchbox and a vintage thermos. I love these things.
They're sweet.
It's a cigarette case?
Yeah, cigarette case.
I use them for my business cards.
We'll do 10 a piece on these so that you're at 80 for everything.
Sold. I suppose I should give you the money before you wrap them up just in case.
That's
Make
all right.
sure
I
I've
know
got
you're
enough.
good for it. I know
Right,
you're good
exactly.
for
You
it.
know where I live.
You got it.
And I'm good to go. Bob, a pleasure.
Anytime, my man.
Thank you.
You got to
Really
pay
nice
me
to
now.
meet you. Oh yeah, oops.
Tried to sway me.
I forget
You
that.
tried to trick me with the
Yeah.
film crew, didn't you?
It's always how I get my best deals. Why should people come to the Philly Flea Market?
You'll never find a more eclectic mix of vendors in under one roof or in one location than you will at the Philly Flea.